transcriptionist. Will you please state and spell your name?
Shawna Meyer, Shawnameyer.
Okay, now why don't you give the audience maybe 1 or 2 second introduction. I'm Shawna Meyer. I do this.
I'm Shawna Meyer. I'm the Senior Technical Engineer for the MediaCast product for Enron.
One more time. You were just kind of looking away when you started.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry about that. I'm the Senior Technical Engineer.
Start with your name.
I'm Shawna Meyer. I'm the Senior Technical Engineer for the MediaCast product.
Tell me what your educational background is.
I have 2 degrees. I have a psychology degree from Lewis & Clark and a business finance degree from Lewis & Clark.
So you don't have any degree in technology? And you ended up here.
Yeah. The psychology degree is actually in artificial intelligence, so I did a lot of studies with Tektronix. Lewis & Clark's a liberal arts college in the local area, so I have a computer science minor.
And where did you work before you came to Enron?
Mentor Graphics, which is an EDA company.
What is EDA?
They build the software that helps build the chips for your cell phone.
Now, can you make that kind of one sentence? Before I came to Enron, I worked for?
Before I came to Enron, I worked for Mentor Graphics, and that's an EDA firm that builds software that helps build the chips for cell phones.
Okay. When you first started thinking about coming to work for Enron?
Time.
Sorry.
We unfortunately gave you a drum. We're going to let it go.
Okay. When you first started thinking about coming to work for Enron, what was it about Enron that attracted you?
It's the industry. When I met with people who were at Enron, the amount of technology, what they were trying to do, it was just amazing. And so I was really excited to come here because there's nobody else in the world that actually has what Enron's trying to do and the vision of Enron.
Tell me about that vision.
The vision that I saw when I was first interviewing with Enron was the vision to build their own internal network and not use the internet, but how to do what the internet is doing, but in a distributed way. I mean, it's really kind of complicated and technical to explain, but for an engineer and someone who wanted to work in streaming media and bring TV to the internet, it was just a really great idea.
Super. Yeah, you're happy, aren't you? He's over there grinning. When you were working at that other company, what were you doing?
I was a systems engineer, so I worked primarily with their finance systems, SAP, Oracle, so I supported their infrastructure and finance area.
Then when did you get out of that business?
Yeah, that's a streaming media.
Jeez, I would go to SAP in an instant. Jeez. So what are you doing for Enron right now in layman's terms?
In layman's terms. Basically, I am the person who runs the MediaCast product on the engineering side. So I do all the development, test, design for the next generation streaming media product.
Which is?
MediaCast.
Which is? MediaCast is?
Oh, TV on the internet. So streaming. Oh, sorry.
Second grade here.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought that they would know what MediaCast was. Basically, what I do is I do all the design, development, architecture.
Check that again and be looking at it.
Sure. I do all the design, development, and architecture with a team of people to do streaming video across the internet, which is to expand the broadband market, which is basically like seeing TV on the internet. The Drew Carey Show was one of the biggest events that we actually did, where we competed with our competitors in a joint way to do Disney and Microsoft.
Now, why do we want TV on the internet? Why is this cool?
Why is this cool? It's kind of saying, why do you have cable? I mean, it's the next generation. You have HD TV coming out, and by the time, how many people have computers in their homes and may not want to purchase a TV? So it's a way to reach a whole new... I lived in England when I was at Mentor Graphics for a year, and I tell you die to see things from home. And so as an expat, trust me, TV on the internet is great.
That's a great answer. So how else will people be able to use it besides TV on the internet? What other benefits?
Education. One of the things is how do you go attend a conference, like say Interop down in Vegas, when you can't leave your business but you'd like to be at a tutorial so that you can stream that and passively participate in a session that you could never get to because of flight fares, conflicts with business. You can actually be there and not have to be physically there.
That's a great example. What is kind of the state of the industry right now? I mean, I guess I want you here to say is tell me the problems with putting video on computers right now. lip sync size?
Oh, the problems that we run into is...
No, the kind of problem with the industry that
Period?
Enron is solving.
Oh,
That we're
gosh.
solving.
The common problem really is congestion. You have a lot of people out on the internet that have like a modem of 56K, and so there's audio and video sync problems where you see somebody talking and the lips and the sound aren't syncing up. But what Enron is actually doing is putting the systems closer to the user, and the quality of the video and the audio, even at those smaller, lower bit rates for people who are on modems, is still a higher quality experience and faster. And you're getting to something that's actually within the facility of where you dialed in, as opposed to going clear across the country to watch this video.
Okay. Let's see. What are some recent achievements? And we're looking for concrete examples. We're looking for numbers. You know, we want to tell the analysts, this is a done deal. We are doing it. It's not a pie in the sky thing anymore. So we want to say we've done this many casts. We've done this many.
We've done two. We've done
well,
we've done two live events. The Country Music Awards, where we did the.
Let's start over because I was kind of talking.
Okay, we had two live events, which were the Country Music Awards, which we did the backstage interview with Shania Twain and I think the Dixie Chicks and stuff like that. I don't follow country music. And then we did the Drew Carey event. So the reason those two are actually significant is they're two different technologies for us on our streaming media product, MediaCast. One is doing the Real Player G2 streaming, and the second one is doing the Windows Media Services streaming. So we've actually demonstrated that we have a technical expertise in both types of streaming clients. And so right now, the thing that we just turned up today, which is satellite services. So we now not only have terrestrial networks, but we've now integrated a satellite network.
Good. Terrific. What were some of the reactions from, say, Warner Brothers or Country Cool?
I think the greatest thing from the Warner Brothers event was that when we were in the test before we actually went live, each competitor had to give their information as to what their response times were. So Warner Brothers, Disney, and Microsoft were all timing the networks in which we're responding. And the comment was made by Warner Brothers that Enron was the network by which all competitors were being measured.
How'd that make you feel?
Oh my gosh, it was exciting. I was so thrilled. It was the first time we actually debuted our product on that service, so it was great to hear that our network was what everybody else was being compared to. So.
Do you have, do we have rights to use some of that stuff in this video?
From Warner? I don't know. I mean, this was all prior to the show, so it was just competitor. You'd have to ask them. I don't know what our deal was.
We could just maybe show some of it.
Oh, the Drew Carey clips? I'm sure that they'll let us. They're demo clips. We have some demonstration clips.
Can I get those from you?
Sure, we could probably. I'll talk with them and find out, because actually Kirk Wright, who's a product manager, would have that information as to whether or not we can borrow those clips.
Let's touch base on that, because I think some clips from that would be really good for this video. Okay, onward and upward. Any other recent achievements?
Gosh, there's just so many. The team's been doing so much. I'd have to say that we haven't had any live events, though we're working on Millennium events right now, so I can't say which ones we have because they're not quite signed. So give us a week and we'll probably know.
Well, we're not going to show this video until the 20th, so...
The 20th of January.
Yeah.
You could say that, but you could mention them, and if they don't happen...
I don't even know which ones. I know that there's at least 3 deals. Who they are, I don't really know because I'm on the technical side, but I do know that it's for 100,000 streams. One of our biggest deals that we've been working on the technical side is with Level 3. We're going to be e-powering every Level 3 city, and so what that means is that Level 3, which actually provides a lot of transit capacity for a great deal of ISPs, will actually have our e-powered MediaCast products sitting in their facilities serving all downstream ISPs from Level 3. So our reach becomes substantial when we start doing this with them, and that is actually going to be up in January.
Mike, will the analysts know what Level 3 is?
Yeah.
Okay.
I hope.
I just want to make sure. Let's talk about simultaneous streams. Tell me how hard it is and how Enron has solved the problem, and how many can we do at a time? Now and perhaps in 6 months.
Wow, in 6 months we'll be close to 500,000 simultaneous streams, moving towards 1 million. It's actually really complicated to get that many simultaneous streams because we have to look at what the industry is right now, and 80% of the industry is actually internet users. So it's how do you get to a great deal of internet users through a partner. So what we've done is we've done a really good job of identifying good, solid strategic partners, Internet and Level 3, and working these deals with them to have them provide us with transit and also help us get ISP signed up into our program. And so the amount of reach and the number of servers and the number of people that can see our content becomes phenomenal. So right now we can do 100,000. In January we'll be up to 300,000, and then by June we're looking at 500,000 to 1 million.
Smile. Can you, just for the audience, define a simultaneous stream?
Ooh, define it.
Real basically.
Basically, if you think about it in the sense of how the Drew Carey event went, is that it's the number of people who click on a stream and how many people at the same time ask for that same clip. And so...
Can you start over and use the term simultaneous stream at the beginning of the sentence so they know what we're talking about?
You don't like those semis?
No, I don't. Almost as bad as helicopters. Okay.
Simultaneous streams can be best defined by the way the Drew Carey event went. It's the number of people who are on the internet or just watching a show at the same time. So they click on this link, and then it's the number of requests that come in, and we can fulfill 100,000.
And tell me, who else can do that?
Our competitors, Akamai, Sandpiper. I think that there's just a lot of misinformation in the industry as to the actual capacity, and so we take a great deal of pride and effort in ensuring that we can do exactly what we say we can do.
Can you say that no one else can do that?
No one else
You can't
really.
say that? Okay.
Honestly, yeah, I know they can't because of the Drew Carey event. We took information from that
Go ahead
event.
and start. Say, I know where the...
I know we're the only competitor right now that can actually fulfill 100,000 simultaneous streams. During the event, we actually did competitor analysis, and we meet our commitments every time with all of our partners, and I know that other vendors have not.
Terrific. Any short-term goals in mind? What do you see short-term? What are your...
For the company? Oh, gosh. Well, right now we're investigating additional streaming technologies. So right now we do Windows Media Player and we do Real Networks G2. But we're investigating and probably going to have up is QuickTime and MPEG-1 and MP3. All of those are on our roadmap. So in the next 6 months, the product's going to become phenomenal. I mean, we'll be better. We are better than everyone in the industry, but we'll like surpass everybody.
Not so bad, huh? Tell me why you think ECI's products and services are different and unique. Enron's.
At least I didn't make that mistake. Our products and services are unique and better. One, we have a phenomenal and incredibly smart people that I deal with on a daily basis. The quality of the people and the drive and what everyone is trying to do and the common goal, you can't get that in any other company.
Tell me more about the people.
Oh gosh, when I first came to Enron, it was, you come into a room and there's a problem, you have 10 smart engineers, or even just, not just engineers, but just people from the industry that actually understand and are trying to move forward to the common goal. So if you throw out a problem, within like 2 hours we'll have an answer, a solution, and a way to move forward.
What do you respect about the people you work with?
Gosh, there's so many things that I respect about the people I work with. One, their drive and just their intelligence. People are really driven here to do the right thing, to move forward, to make MediaCast, actually all of Enron's products, the best in the industry. But they also care about everybody else that's on the team. So there's a personal relationship with everybody on the team that's really quite nice.
Let me move here just back just a touch there. You're doing great on this people, and I'd like to keep going on people just for a second.
Okay.
Tell me about some of the talent that you see around here specifically. You see talented people who started the internet, people who, from all over. Just what do you see when you walk around these halls?
Well, it's kind of, well, you see people from all sorts of parts of the industry, to be really honest. I mean, we have people who worked for the government who brought up the first satellite networks for SOCOM. We have people who were at Netscape when Netscape was in beta. You have people who developed their own companies that tried to do streaming technologies 2 years ago that have had the vision to come to Enron because they see that it's happening here. You have people who've worked for Sun and wrote the RPC book, like John Bloomer, who actually wrote the book on RPC. I mean, there's so many connections to the industry that you can't, any which way you turn, people actually know everyone else in the industry, and it's just, you're like one step away from wherever.
How does this make you feel? What does it do for you to work in this environment?
You get to grow at a phenomenal rate. It's amazing. I mean, from the day I started in, March, it's just the amount of knowledge you learn, the amount that you can pull from everybody, and what you bring to the table. It's kind of big. It's not a think tank because there's too many things happening. I mean, a think tank, everything kind of just happens, within this area, but we're actually doing it. So when you go out to tell people, we have this out there, it's like, wow. I mean, when we did a demonstration for Level 3, one of our partners, and when we did that, they saw the product and they couldn't believe it. I mean, they were blown away, and being able to show people and say, this is what we do. My family can't even believe what I do.
Shawna, do you like what you do?
I love what I do. It's fun coming to work. I mean, you look forward to the day that when you come in and you say, we're going to do this today. This is going to be great. We're changing the industry.
I think it could be the Shawna show.
I told you she was going to get.
She's going to be awesome. We're going to keep going.
I'm going to change this.